Tap on my leg's a cylinder. I'm going to move you in the middle of that. Turn your leg in because I'm including the hip joint in it, right? If I include the hip joint in that image, I got to turn that toe in. And I might make you just a hair smaller left to right. Marker. Question? Just in, keep you, just like a regular hip. If I'm including this, it's just like a regular hip, yep. Okay. All right. Now, erase this off. She came in with another femur, but her pain's down here now. 14 by 17. Distal. Starting at distal now. And notice this is too far now, isn't it? Am I including this joint yet? No. So basically I'm going to do like a neutral to about 3 to 5 degrees to keep that patella up here in the middle. Somebody's going to give Tristan notes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And throw my marker in. Now, if I just did this, what do I have to do to complete it? 10 by 12 up here. And if I had done the big one, what do I need to do to complete it? 10 by 12 distal, basically an AP knee. Not a full AP knee. I'm not going to put my central ray down here. But I'm going to put the bottom of my film there, right? And get everything on up. Do I want to overlap those by at least by an inch? Yes. AP, that was AP knee. Any questions on that? See how much faster it goes when you guys learn shit? I'm telling you. Think about the first day I taught you chest X-ray.
Oh my.
There's 2 images. I taught you 2 pictures. Walkie-talkie chest. Think about that. And so you should be very proud of yourself. I'm just telling you. How far you've come in 4 months is very far.
Even just the touching.
Even just the touching. I mean, like, you're totally used to it now, or where I'm like manhandling you, or, you guys just walk right in and do it. You don't even think about it anymore. So that's a
And before it was like, oh, don't touch me.
You're like,
no, really touch me.
did I hurt you? Tickle niche?
Yeah.
That's the word for it?
Sounds a little personal.
Yeah, go ahead. Did you tell the CDC about that?
Oh man.
Oh, come on, man. All right. So now you're gonna have to probably lay back a little bit more this way. All right. Now, if she's a walkie-talkie patient and it's a femur, I know I can turn her on her side. No problems. Right? If it's truly busted, and by the way, you're going to be able to know it's busted. She's going to be screaming, and there's going to be a lump here somewhere. You're going to see a big lump. Like there's going to be a turtle. It's going to look like there's a turtle underneath her clothes someplace.
Is this lateral? Sorry.
I'm getting to a lateral.
Oh my bad.
So on a normal routine lateral where you don't think that they're broken or anything like that, they walk in, they're fine, they just have okay, great. Turn them on their side. So turn up onto the affected side. Okay? I'm going to have you scoot your butt back though. Okay? And you're going to bring your other leg over. And I'm going to take a sponge, I'm going to stick it here for them because it's just a little easier to hold it. And then I'm going to straighten this leg out. Now, I don't necessarily need to straighten out the knee, but notice I straighten out the leg to be straight up and down. So not like this. Because if I took it like this, wouldn't I have to have my 14 by 17 open up completely wide in order to get from here to here? But if all I do is bend her, bring her leg back. Now I didn't even straighten out her knee. Now, what can I do? Now I can collimate in. That's a lot less dose that you're giving your patient. Okay, you can collimate in just by bringing that leg back. So, I got a little bit of butt cheek. See it? In my collimator light. A little bit of butt cheek. I got below her patella. I know I got the crease of her patella where her joint space is because right here's the crease of her knee. That's something you have to include. Okay?
Below the patella.
Oh, no, not even. Yeah. So you want about an inch below the patella. Make sure the crease is in. I got up through like a cylinder. I got a little bit of butt cheek. Good. Okay, marker. Fine spot. On the outside. Yep. And again, If I bring her too far forward, what happens to her knee? It over rotates. If I leave it back, I'm going to take this back. And you're going to see some people do this. Now what happens to her knee? Look at her knee. It's pointing up. It's not in a good lateral. This is a shitty shot. I don't care what your book says. This does not come out as a good lateral leg. Okay? And some people will try to do some other things like this, but I'll teach them to you that I don't like. Questions on that? Oh, assume we had Bennett in here. Bennett's what, 6'3"? Okay, Bennett's 6'3", right? Flip back, yeah, he's tall.
I'm
He's tall.
short, so anything's tall.
Flip back over for just a second. That was better. Yep. Now, Bennett's leg is going to be much longer than Kristen's, right? So the likelihood that I'm going to get some butt cheek in that light to tell the radiologist, hey, I got all the way up there, not going to happen. Because Bennett's leg is going to be a lot longer probably than that 14 by 17. So when you go to take the frog leg, remember the frog leg is the lateral part of the hip, and this is the lateral part of the rest of the femur. Okay? Ever get that? So your frog leg is a lateral of the hip. This is the lateral then of the distal femur. You have to make sure that you're overlapping right there by that butt cheek on both those shots. Okay? One of the ways that I like to do that, if I see somebody that has a very long leg like that, instead of putting my marker down low where I'm used to putting it, and by the way, a little bend in the knee doesn't hurt because it helps them keep that knee lateral. I'll take this up here someplace, I'll find some light so that I know, okay, that's the edge of here, right? That's the edge of here. And then when I go ahead and do my frog leg, when I go ahead and do my frog leg, I'm like, all right, this is here. This is as far as I got on that, right? So when I do that frog leg, I'll either like stick my fingers, I keep my finger here, do my marker. That's why I like to stick my marker up here a lot. So now I'm putting it here, so that when I take both of my shots, if I get both of my markers, and I know I've overlapped this area. Does that sound silly to you? Or I mean, that's just the way that I do it. You don't have to do it that way, but it makes sense to me in a really tall patient. Okay? All right, back to class. Okay. Assume she has a broken femur, and she's either on a cart, or she's on my table. A broken femur. So